Alright, what is up, you guys? Thank you guys for chilling with me on this Token with Mojo, where we are token every single day. Today, first thing, happy holidays, guys. I'm shooting this video right on Christmas Eve, and you already know I got the holiday eggnog. I've been drinking the holiday eggnog all day. Mm. But we're gonna freaking do a reaction video to Soulja Boy, how to kill a rap career. Now, let's be honest, dude. I've been freaking listening to Soulja Boy's music. I freaking vibe with Soulja Boy a little bit. Fuck, dude, that arcade back there is inspired by Soulja Boy. I looked at the whole situation. Every freaking programmer looked at that whole situation and was like, I can do better. Soulja Boy, hire me to make your next console, and I'll make sure that shit is legit, and it'll do everything that you want it to do. Boy, so let's get into how Soulja Boy killed his career.
On the first rapper on Twitch, on
Bam.
the first rapper to get signed straight off the internet from high school to a record deal to Jimmy Iovine and Interscope Records for over $1 million. Man, stop playing with me. What?
To now being seen
Stop
as
playing
nothing
with me,
more than
boy.
an internet meme. Soulja Boy has gained a reputation as being a compulsive liar and starting beef with the entire industry for nothing more than a quick drop of clout. How did he put himself in this position? Was it because of his extensive drug use, that he simply felt underappreciated for his innovations? Or has Soulja Boy's career declined so drastically that he's desperate for publicity to help with his negative net worth and the debts he's accumulated? It's your boy Luesta, and today I wanted to tell you guys how Soulja Boy ruined his career. Throughout this video, you'll
you got
notice a
it,
key pattern.
smoke up,
When Soulja Boy's
drink up,
career seems to
let's
be
go.
going downhill and his name is dropping in relevancy, he'll make up some type of lie, act outlandish, and then beef with another artist, all just to keep.
Real quick, people. So, I gotta be a new light. Before my freaking set up and everything like that. Dude. Gotta give a shout out to my mom's. She watches my shit and everything. She was even like, yo, let me set you up with a light. So, moms, thank you so much. Yo, I got my own little thing freaking set up and everything like that now. So we could switch the lights. Like straight up, woman was just like, yo, I see your YouTube channel. I see what you're trying to do. And she done bought me a light for Christmas. So now I got me my shit wired. Yo, fans, dude. I mean, she's not like a big fan, but hey, man, that's something when your mom's is just like, yo, here's a light. I see you smoking weed on YouTube. I see you got a full-time job. I see you trying to hold it down. Here you go.
Keep his name in the headlines. Seriously, Soulja Boy is known for beefing with damn near everybody. He even started the Soulja Boy trend after he would spaz out talking about the time he apparently shot a group of men walking into his home.
I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, 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 bow. Shot the nigga. Bow.
I remember when this shit came out. This shit was
They ran
fire.
down.
Thanks to Soulja
Everywhere.
Boy's beef with Lil Yachty, Soulja Boy would post himself with India Love, who was thought to be dating Bo at the time. Following this, Soulja would post screenshots of Bo asking him to delete the photos. His response to this not only would make Soulja Boy post even more about it, but Bo would then recreate the Soulja Boy challenge, pushing their beef even further.
What gun did you use? Nigga, I had the motherfucking Draco, nigga. Nigga, I having 100 shooters, nigga. 100 shooters in Atlanta, nigga.
Just when you thought Soulja Boy couldn't get any more insane with who he was firing shots at, he would infamously go on to start beef with the Migos,
Quavo, Migos, pull on your block with the Draco. Quavo, Migos, pull on your block with the.
All right, real quick, because I know that one video with Charles White is popping like a motherfucker on my channel. Like, yo, I didn't think that anybody would be watching that video like that, but a lot of people be watching, a lot of people be subscribing because of that video. I want to give a quick thing though, quick shit. I do not support Charles White. I started watching a lot of documentaries about that dude, and shit like that. Hold up. Let me get on here because I want people, I want Chicago, I want all these motherfuckers to know, yo, I do not support Charles White. There are certain things that he does say that I do support. All this, black on black crime, all this kind of shit. Nah, I don't support that. But when he goes as far as to make you motherfuckers say you come to Chicago, you come here, even the cops are saying, look, we ain't, you do too much. No, man. And I hear that he freaking hits women and shit like that. I may get in arguments with my girl. We all may look at him and be like, yo, get your ass up out of here. Get your ass up out of here. But when she gone, best believe I'm crying like a little baby. Like, yo, where my baby at? Where my girl at? So, I do not support everything that Charles White says. I agree with a couple of things that he says. Yeah. We need to tighten up, people. We need to tighten up as a culture and everything like that. But as far as people like thinking like, oh man, you know, you really think that about all that shit? I'm like, nah. I just watched the Griswolds, man, and I freaking see how white people are now. They got their freaking cookie cutter shit, and then they got their cousin that they're embarrassed to be around, and that's kind of how black people are. We got your cousins, we got your freaking cookie cutter shit that we just trying to deal with our shit, you know, be normal, and then we got our freaking getaway ass cousins that come in and we like, please lock up all your shit, because if you don't, you not gonna have it when they leave. So, yo, it was funny how I was watching the Griswolds earlier today. And that shit was like, let me know about that shit. But like I said, dude, I do not support everything that Charles White says, because I'm not trying to have nobody come up at me and be like, yo, hey, babe, you support Charles White? I'm like, hell no. Like, that nigga, he crazy. He willing to get, he willing to, like, fight against you guys. I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. I do this shit for clout. I do this shit for YouTube. Hopefully somebody will freaking listen to me and be like, yo, man, let me be a better person. Let's get back into this video.
Ice-T.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself, bro. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Old as you is.
NBA Youngboy.
Bring your pussy ass out the house. You can't come outside. Oh God, you on house arrest.
And tons of other beefs we'll discuss later in this video. One of the most viral moments of his career would come from a beef that he started with none other than the Six God Drake. On his interview at the Breakfast Club that aired in January of 2019, one of the funniest Soulja Boy moments was born when he hilariously claimed credit for Drake's entire career.
Drake?
I swear, Drake, the Mafia, certain gangs that are out there, they're one of the people that they reached out to me and said, hey, delete that shit. I would be like, skirt, delete that shit. You would not see, man, that shit would disappear like, poof. Drake is one of those people that if he was like, man, stop saying my name at your mouth, I'd be like, delete. I don't even know how to spell your name, boy. That's how I'd be like. I'd be like, I don't even know how to spell your name. I don't even know. It'd be like, what's the name on the freaking screen? I don't know. Nigga told me not to say his name. Nigga told me not to freaking think about his name.
Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wouldn't hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in a wheelchair? Drake?
Oh my God, I just said that shit. I just pressed play.
Stop playing with me.
Stop playing me like I ain't teach Drake everything he know. Y'all ain't.
Oh shit. Hold up.
Song tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Dre back in this thing already. What's that's Soulja.
Shit.
That's my bar.
Shit.
He copied my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar.
But remember, this isn't the Soulja Boy we once knew. There was a time when his music stood out on its own without any need of extra attention or controversy. However, he's had his fair share of legal troubles, using each arrest as a stepping stone to boost his fame since 2011, where he was arrested after being caught with 3 firearms, 5 ounces of marijuana.
Straight up, I remember going to Georgia one day. I think we were driving to Georgia, and Soulja Boy's song was on the radio. And I don't know if they put that shit in loop because we were driving like late at night. I mean, this was like late at night, you know what I mean? Like middle of the night. Who the fuck is going to be listening to the radio, right? So they put that shit on loop. And I swear, I don't know if he made the song. I know it was Crank That Soulja Boy. And then it was something, Chicken Noodle Soup. Yo, that shit played on repeat. I was a kid. I still remember that shit. Over and we stopped on the side of the road, got something to drink. I remember I got me like some Yoo-Hoos. No, it was some Nestle because I was like young as shit, right? And I got me like some Nestle shit, and that shit was still on the radio. And I think we listened to it for like an hour. And we all came to the conclusion. We were like, nah, fuck this shit. They just changed the radio.
And $46,000 of cash. Instead of dwelling on the situation, he would clap back and use this
Even
to
the adults
transform his
in the
brand,
car were just kind of like,
transitioning from the rapper
is this
who
shit
made
really gonna be
songs for
playing? Like, they
teenagers
even were
to
like,
enjoy,
yo,
to
really?
a
And they were
real-life
like,
game
yeah.
member actually
That's what
in
we
the
changed.
hood. But this transition in branding wasn't all too successful, which was made evident after the amount of times he would be called out for being a fake gangster, such as this one viral clip where he was literally called out while filming an Instagram live.
Soulja ain't gonna catch no fame cause I'm worth too many M's, you dig? Hey, what's going on, man? They say Soulja ain't from the hood.
I ain't know.
They say
I ain't
Soulja
about that
from the
life.
hood. Get off me though. Oh, man, that's like me though. What's happening?
This would lead Soulja Boy to getting clowned all over social media with comments such as, Soulja Boy is fucking stupid. I mean,
Hey, get
seriously,
off me,
how
though.
dumb can you be? Going to the hood and pretending to be one of them? LMAO. So already
Seriously.
we've established Soulja Boy's game plan to remain relevant, but if it wasn't already
Seriously.
apparent, Soulja Boy is known for being a complete liar. One of the first times he was caught red-handed was on Soulja Boy's 21st birthday, where he claimed
Wait till
he
we get to,
purchased
like, the
a
whole video
$55
game shit.
million
That's my
jet
avenue
as a
right there.
birthday present to himself. The jet cost $35 million, but Soulja Boy then spent an additional $20 million on extra features for his sky ride, including flat screen televisions, Brazilian hardwood cabinets, and Italian leather seats. Soulja Boy is also renovating the bathroom and giving the jet a paint job, adding his own logo. However, this claim was straight up disputed by his very own management, with Soulja Boy's spokesperson Greg Miller issuing a statement on behalf of the rapper, saying, "The elaborate rumors are not true," although this would only keep Soulja Boy's name in the public mouth, with some users taking it to social media.
I think what he, like, there was something like he was on some interview, and I've seen this with rappers, Instagrammers, everybody, and I think it's stupid as shit. The more I learn about money, the more I think that this is stupid that they all do. They all flex. They all spout about how much money they got. And I think that's the stupidest thing that you could do. I mean, as a person that's learning about money in America and shit like that, that's the stupidest thing that you could do is let people know how much money you got. For one, IRS is looking at you like, okay, well, where's the taxes at? And two, motherfuckers that are waiting for an opportunity are out there watching you. I'm broke. I'm broke, okay? I'm broke as shit. My mom gave me the new light. Like, I'm a broke ass motherfucker. Give me money. Shit. I need money. You will not see me online with money, flexing, shit like that. If I wanted to flex, I'll take my mom out to eat and I'll pay for it. I'll get her drunk as shit. If I want to flex, I'll take my girlfriend out to eat. I'll freaking get her drunk as shit. And she'll be like, when they be like, who's getting the check? I'll be like, psh, me? Send that check this way. That's how I flex. I will not flex the way that these rappers and shit like that. I flex this weekend, dude. I freaking bought my mom dinner or lunch and everything like that. Bought her steak, and like her sister was trying to be like, oh, like you still old in your age and blah blah blah. And I'm like, psh, fuck, dude. She young, she spry, and she drank all that shit. And freaking everybody was like, yo, what? Like, yo. So, like, that's how I flex. I don't go out here. I would never. Like I said, I'm broke as shit. I would never go out here, buy these houses, buy these cars and all this shit, and then they come and repossess them like a couple weeks later, a couple months later, all that kind of shit. I think it's so fucking stupid. I'll go out here, I'll buy my clothes from freaking Roses because I'm in construction and shit like that, and I know I'm going to get them all dirty and everything. So, no. I will never have anybody be like, yo, you got money. Nah, I know how to use money properly. I do not have a lot of money. I know how to use money.
media, writing, "Say it ain't so, I'm shocked." A rapper lying about their wealth and status? No way. Soulja Boy is an underrated liar, not gonna lie. It's clear that Soulja Boy's rap career is something that has been dead for a very long time, with the majority of his tweets struggling to break even 100 likes, averaging only 600 viewers on a Twitch stream, and having just one song
That shit be
break
hard
over
as fuck to get those
100,000
likes,
plays
though.
in the year 2023. It's astonishing, particularly when we consider the start of his career, when Soulja Boy had the attention of hundreds of millions with his music, and when he was also celebrated as a pioneering figure in rap for his early recognition of the internet's potential to boost his fame. That's because in 2005, the way to sell your music was incredibly different to now. Typically, you go around and try to sell your CDs in public. Yet, at the same time Soulja was finding his passion for music, he was also becoming more interested in the internet, which was only becoming more popular at the time.
I will admit,
He was
Soulja
thinking
Boy,
of a
he
way
did
to
have,
leverage it
he
to
was a
boost his
pioneer
music's
on this.
performance simply from his bedroom. This is where he would come across a site called SoundClick, which
Yep.
was just an early version of SoundCloud, and was one of the first sites that gave artists a
Soulja
way
Boy
to
was a
distribute their
pioneer in
music
this.
without the need of a record
I
label.
will
One
give
of
him
Soulja's
this.
first songs ever released on SoundClick actually went #1 on the entire site. A comedic
Like, he
tune by the
is an
name of
innovator.
Doo-Doo Head.
Yep. I heard that shit.
Using
That
this
was
success, he branched out to
everywhere.
MySpace,
Everywhere.
the internet's earliest version of social media, where he almost instantly blew up to over
Dude.
1 million connections, which were basically
This
followers.
is
And
the
3 months
prime.
after YouTube was released in February of 2005, Soulja was the first rapper to actually post consistently to YouTube and take it seriously. Matter of fact,
Seriously.
his first video ever is still available on his channel today.
Still, this man was a pioneer. This man was an
As you can
innovator.
tell,
Had to take a quick break. Let's get back to this.
Soulja Boy was incredibly smart at a super young age, and he literally predicted the sudden
was.
rise of the internet through apps like
He was.
MySpace,
He did.
YouTube, and SoundClick at a
He
time
really
when it was
did.
massively underestimated. I mean, he even predicted the rise of streaming games. Way back
Man
in
was a
2008,
fucking
when YouTube was just
pioneer.
a few years old,
If
Soulja Boy was
he-
posting videos on Halo
If he was
3.
just
Hey,
like
Rap,
a
Pew,
fucking
Jabbar.
rapper that was just in the video gaming and shit like that, man, like,
fuck back in Halo too.
like just like an
She
average.
told me that this bitch down here is at the.
I think
She
he
said
need to get into
this bitch down
that.
here at
Just
the
be
beach,
like,
man. Alright, I'm ready.
yo,
In
what's up?
2007, Soulja would release his biggest song of all time, almost predicting the perfect formula for music that is still recreated to this day for TikTok songs, which is a catchy beat, simple lyrics, and a dance to go along with it. You've probably heard of the song Crank That.
You was like that right there. This way.
Well,
This was
at
my
one
whole
point, this song
childhood.
literally ruled the world. It was all over
This was
radio,
my whole
MTV,
childhood
and
right
everyone,
here.
and I mean everyone, was cranking that Soulja Boy. The song would
Everybody.
skyrocket to #1 on the Billboard 100, and it would go on to become one of the most sold ringtones ever back when they were really popular. He essentially revolutionized the way people saw music online after he realized you could monetize everything.
When did you make the decision to actually market it like you did,
This
where
man
you did the
is a
LimeWire thing and changed
businessman
the song
back then.
titles?
I wasn't on the radio, wasn't on TV. I didn't know how to get on TV. So all we had was the internet. When it come to
I'm
LimeWire,
telling
they had
you,
a
man,
section
he
on there
needs
to
to
show you
just
the
step
most
back from the
downloaded
game
things
and
on
be
the
like one of
platform.
those
I just took the Crank That
grandfathers and
song
shit
and
like
just
that, be
renamed it
like-
Britney Spears and put it on live.
Like, I'm telling you, Soulja Boy, he need to stop trying to be relevant and shit, and he need to just step back from the whole game and everything. Develop like a brand where he could just play video games and shit, have other rappers that play video games in a circle and shit like that. So like say one day you playing a video game, like I like to play Ghost Recon, Breakpoint nowadays. One day you find them in Ghost Recon Breakpoint and they help you and shit like that. And then you be like, what the fuck? Is this really Soulja Boy? And you're like, yeah, this really Soulja Boy, homie. Let's go take out this base, homie. And you be like, what? Like Soulja Boy could do some shit like that, where he could still make music, he could still stay viral and shit like that, but he's not in the public eye as much and stuff like that. And when it comes down to the whole fucking video game shit, don't even get me started. We're not even there yet. Don't even get me started on that shit, man. Come on, dude. The only thing you had to do is just reach out to the nerd community and be like, hey, I'm looking to do this shit legitly. How do I do this shit? You did not. Don't even get me started. We not even gonna get there yet. We not even gonna get there yet. But he should really step back from the whole community and everything and just be like, okay, bet. I established this shit. Like I was a fucking innovator and all this shit. Now you motherfuckers are trying to do everything that I was trying to do. Yo, you either come talk to me about how to do this shit, and let me set you up with like some people that are in the game, and let me show you how to do this shit, or yo, you come to me and you fuck with my fucking gaming and shit like that, and you be one of the rappers that be meeting like these freaking people in there and be like fucking with them, you know, and if they on some fuck you shit in the game, block them, like tell the moderators and shit like that, and then one day when that person gets online, and then they be like, they get a message from like Sony, and they're like, hey, so you were playing with a rapper yesterday, and you were cussing him out and saying, suck my dick, and we're gonna ban you from the server for like 48 hours. And that's something that he could set up with his whole entire group and shit like that in the background with like moderators and shit like that. If he really sat back and thought about this shit instead of be like bans, be like, dude, you already made it, and just chill out and fucking soak up in the fucking fast and shit like that. Soak up in the glory. Make your own group. Vibe with people, bro. Vibe.
Now, monetizing everything would be a mindset that carried on with Soulja Boy over the years. And as you will see later in this video, it didn't always.
Financial success doesn't mean you need to know everything.
He would go on to follow up Crank That Success with even more bangers, such as Turn On My Swag, Pick Up the Phone, and Pretty Boy Swag. All of which are still some of the most viewed videos on his YouTube channel today, despite the fact he's still uploading music for nearly 15 years on it. Which is another problem I want to discuss later in the video as well. At just 18 years old, Soulja Boy was generating over $7 million in just 1 year. Now, this is back in the year 2008, so if we adjust for inflation, it's now over 10 million. Although take this revenue that he's generating with a grain of salt, as Soulja Boy was about to completely tarnish his reputation in the years to come.
And then
as when his relevancy started dying out, Soulja Boy saw no limits in how to get his name back into the headlines. Now in 2014, Soulja Boy was showed the transformation.
He could have spent on a freaking social media
crew
to do that shit. He was no longer this
teenage rapper who ruled the world with his dances, and now he was at the lowest point.
He could have been featured.
Instead of continuing to simply drop hits and bangers for his fans to enjoy, he suspiciously became more infatuated with becoming a professional actor, as he would start to portray the image of a gangster, which was very uncharacteristic for him to do. 2014 was the same year Soulja Boy would be arrested for the first time after he had a loaded handgun in his car while cruising around the streets of LA. He received probation in the case, which was reportedly
he should have been an actor. There's so many things that Soulja Boy would have probably been able to act in if he just not portrayed like a fucking
26
gangster
now. That's
shit.
it over with. Boy, I'm shooting niggas. Boy, I'm face shotting shit, head shotting shit. I'm knocking niggas.
In April of 2017 to 2 counts of felony weapon possession charges. Receiving stolen property. A year later, however, he would receive 5 years of probation.
Okay, so I finally got the right pause. Sorry, I'm still trying to get this shit right. But this is why Soulja Boy didn't get any roles. I'm pretty sure he could have gone down a good path and been like, yo, Soulja Boy, the actor. Shh, boy, royalties, boy, royalties. Yo, he could have got that shit, man. And he could have even showed up on fucking Trailer Park Boys if they fucked with him. But they see this shit. And if he stopped acting like a fucking gangster, I'm not gonna freaking go down that route, guys. I'm not gonna go down that route. If he stopped acting like a gangster, I'm pretty sure he would have been able to get some roles and shit like that. And then they would have been like, yo, you do realize that you're on a show that is Syndicate and this shit is gonna last forever. And he's like, what? I just have like a little part. And he's like, yeah, they like your episode. They're gonna be playing that for years to come. You're gonna constantly be getting money for years to come. And he could have just been like that, and then just freaking came back to like the whole rap shit and everything like that. I think that'd be a lot smarter for rappers when they get there, when they make it, and they see that they're making it at their peak. Then they just start going to like acting and shit like that. It's like, why? Because freaking Hollywood is looking at you, and they're like, yo, come to us. We want you to act.
probation and 240 days of community service for the crimes he committed over the previous years. Yet in 2019, the police searched his house to look into accusations that he had kidnapped and attacked a former girlfriend. During the search, they reportedly discovered ammunition, which was a breach of his probation terms, where he'd eventually serve a 240-day jail sentence.
Or to serve 240 days in the county jail with credit 20 actual plus 20 good time work time, so that a total of 40 days of credit. We're still obligated to perform the 265 days of community service.
So what drove Soulja Boy to adopt a street persona? He was already wealthy, surrounded by good company, and still relevant, far from being just a one-hit wonder. Moreover, he didn't have the same tough street experiences that influenced artists like Gucci Mane and Chief Keef. Well, this could be due to the evolution of hip-hop, with some of the most popular rappers at the time being Gucci Mane, Chief Keef, as well as Lil Wayne, Jeezy, among others, who were absolutely just dominating the industry. And it seemed that with Soulja Boy's relevancy steadily declining, he decided that he needed to be more street to re-attract attention in the music industry and bring his name back to the spotlight. It was here where Soulja Boy started beefing with literally everyone.
Here's the question. What would the smart thing for Soulja Boy to actually do in this situation? Like, instead of beefing with everybody and try to be like, yo, I'm from the streets. Because let's say I'm in Soulja Boy's situation, right? Boom, my freaking channel is lit. I got money, all this shit. You know what I mean? I could do whatever the fuck I want, right? What am I going to do now to get you guys to like me more? Am I going to go to the streets, start beefing with people, or am I going to go a different avenue and maybe try to motivate you guys to go down the same route I am? Be like, yo, I started from the bottom and now I'm here. Now all you motherfuckers are going to start from the bottom and now you all motherfuckers are going to be here. You know what I mean? How many people have you really seen that Soulja Boy really pushed up like that? Unless he was just trying to be like, yo, I'm about this, I'm about this, I'm about this. Straight up, I'm about this freaking tattoo company right now. They started promoting my tattoo. Like the like my hand tattoo and all this kind of shit. They started promoting this shit. I'm all about them right now. So I would be promoting them. I'd be promoting other people. I'd be promoting motherfuckers that just came out of nowhere. Just being like, yo, can you please let other people know that I exist? And I'd be like, yo, bet. I'm Soulja Boy. You know, I already had my time in the sun. Think about this shit. COVID. Think about everybody that had a career before COVID. Now everybody that has a career after COVID. Oh shit, it's really like a fucking, like you really thinking about that shit now. You really like, what? Whoa. Yeah, people lost their careers in that time frame. People have changed. There are other artists now that are like relevant and shit like that. Your time has come. My time will come with my whole YouTube shit. One day I'll probably look back and be like, yo, I do got a second channel that has like over 300 fucking followers. And I'm looking at my second channel like, come on, boy, let's get up there. But at the same time, dude, you just got to humble yourself. When you're up there, when you're rising and you're shining, don't try to keep the light. Don't try to keep the spotlight on you. Sometimes the light's got to go out, man. And you just gotta accept that shit. Gotta keep on moving.
Billboard once posted a list of his beefs that range from famous Dex, 50 Cent, Ice-T, Bow Wow, Chief Keef, Kodak Black, The Migos, and even Kanye West. He's known for not holding back, and his disputes often grab headlines. Surprisingly, he's also clashed with J. Cole recently, who's often seen as one of the more positive figures in rap. These are just some examples of the many artists he had altercations with, but possibly the most significant beef Soulja was involved in.
I think he tried to have an altercation with me. If I freaking
successful comeback of the year. Tyga would return to the mainstream after he released his song Taste, leading him to be regarded as the biggest comeback of 2018.
Tyga took everything in stride. He just stayed focused. And this year, in 2018, he's made the greatest comeback of all time. Who can you name that took that many L's and bounced back just like
I was about to say fuck Tyga, but I was like, wait.
Well, he believed it was him who had the best comeback, since he was madly irrelevant and starting to create noise by pretty much acting like an idiot. He would start the feud debuted by tweeting out some disrespectful comments about Tyga's baby mama, Black China, before then going onto Instagram Live to scream about what the public was
I
saying.
do fuck with Soulja Boy though.
Nigga, I had the biggest comeback of 2018, nigga. Niggas up here talking about Tiger. Tiger? Huh? Tiger had the biggest. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Soulja Boy is still relevant. I gotta say that.
Big old shit. Y'all trying to count me out, nigga.
Tyga responded by sharing some Spotify stats to prove Soulja Boy wrong, but Soulja Boy didn't stop, and he dragged this
Soulja
out
Boy just
for
be a model?
years. This clearly shows that Soulja Boy's
Just
pride
wearing
was
like
hurt,
clothing
and he didn't
brands and
receive
shit
the
like that,
recognition
looking
he
fly
felt
and
like
shit
he
like that. And be
deserved.
like,
This
yo,
eventually led
what's
to a meltdown online, where he
Do you know
faced
how much
even more
clothing brands will
embarrassment as
fucking
other
pay
rappers
you?
continued to mock
Like,
him,
yo.
such as Trippie Redd.
Not even rapping.
You got me fucked up, nigga. You know I had the biggest comeback of 2018.
Straight up. Here's one thing. What if he posted with like some clothing brand, right? Clothing brand was like, yo, wear shit, post up, and he listening to somebody else's music. He promoting for somebody else. People gonna be like, who the fuck is that? That's that music. Is that Soulja Boy? Is that Soulja Boy? No, that's somebody else that he's promoting underneath his brand and shit like that. And he's wearing freaking their clothing and all that shit. And then that artist is wearing the clothing that Soulja Boy was wearing. Whoa, full circle, bro. And that way, Soulja Boy wouldn't even have to do shit. He wouldn't even have to be like, yo, I'm Soulja Boy, rapping, all that shit. He just had to look fly like a motherfucker. Just like, take a picture like that. And they'd be like, what the fuck? Who is Soulja Boy? Who is Soulja Boy pointing to? And then the other dude just looking at him like, and they all got the same clothing brand and shit like that. And they just be all in pictures that are fly as shit. Soulja Boy could totally be on that wagon.
After Soulja Boy would appear on his infamous Breakfast Club episode that we discussed earlier, which now sits at over 19 million views, being the second most viewed video on their entire channel, he would fire more shots at Tyga and other rappers, confirming the entire industry was now
look at how
against
much shit he's
The
wearing.
nigga that lost his bitch to Travis Scott. Oh shit. The nigga that Travis Scott netted in the bitch and got her pregnant. Damn. He had the biggest comeback. Cause of what?
After firing shots at Tyga, he would then go for none other than Kanye West.
Why would you go for Ye?
He was not the
Don't
Walt
go
Disney
for Ye.
Jobs of rap, but that's Soulja.
Don't go for Ye.
Niggas talking about Kanye. Nigga, I'm that nigga. I'm the nigga. Kanye came in here talking about I'm Walt Disney and what'd he say to you, Charlotte?
I'm Walt Disney. I'm Steve Jobs.
Nigga, you ain't none of that. You ain't none of that, bro. You kissed them
we
folks'
should have
ass
known
at
that
Louis
Kanye was a
Vuitton, and
little
you
bit
kissed them
crazy
folks'
about that.
ass at Adidas, and you came out with 2 pair of goofy ass tennis shoes.
Initially, this
And they
didn't cause
dropped
that
him.
much backlash, and the interview had incredibly
dropped him,
positive
baby.
reviews.
Shit. Goddamn commercial. Give me a second. Bada bow. OBS. Bada bow. You know what's fucked up? I'm not gonna edit this shit. So y'all getting the raw fucking shit. One of these days I'm gonna edit this shit out. And yeah, but not today. Not today.
This interview changed my whole perspective on Soulja Boy because I'd done some research, and this man is right with 98% of the things he said. Soulja said, they all laughed at me, and now they all doing exactly what I did. Straight facts. However, eventually, he would take it too far and turn the entire industry against him, essentially making it so that no one wanted to work with him, and the same fans who adored him to view him as nothing more than a sad joke. One of the cases that can be made for this transition happening was when he tweeted out he just signed a $400 million endorsement deal for the World Poker Fund. $400 million deal confirmed. I think they lowballed me though. I was thinking 2 or a billion. Now, many people were skeptical about this, and literally no one believed it was true. And almost straight after this announcement, CNN would do some digging to find out that the World Poker Fund Holdings has a market capitalization of around $52 million, making it impossible to pay him out that much. World Poker Fund Holdings' own annual report lists losses over $400,000 in the previous year. So where was the $400 million coming from? Well, it turned out to be a complete lie, with his manager claiming he really kinda jumped the gun by using the $400 million figure. Even though his manager publicly stated this, Soulja Boy would still attempt to claim that he was being paid $400 million.
Now, you announced you had a $400 million deal with the World
that
Focus
was
Flight
facts, nigga.
Gaming.
Google it.
The company said it turned out that it was just shares that were valued at $2.5 million.
Well, millions is millions, bound baby.
This, combined with a long list of other
They were gonna
lies
get
he
a
was
nigga
making, proved that
shares.
he just wasn't really trustworthy, meaning no one wanted to buy his products or get too involved with Soulja.
Personally, if I started having companies that were coming to me and being like, yo, we'll give you shares in the company, just promote our company. Bet I would be doing that shit. I'd be like, hey, this video is sponsored by freaking such and such, all this kind of shit. You know, I would not say a goddamn thing. I would not be like, I own a company. But when it comes down to stocks, though, you do technically own a company. So I do own Dick's Sporting Goods. When it comes down to the stock market and shit like that, if you invest in Fidelity, man. Do that shit. It's the smart way to go. But if you invest that way, put your money that way, technically you do own a portion of the company. You are a legal owner of the company. And they do pay you dividends over time and shit like that. Just reinvest that shit back into the market and just be like, invest long term. So, all that kind of shit. I'm not going to get into that point. I'm not going to get into that. But maybe he should have did that kind of shit. And he should have just shut the fuck up. But I will say, whenever I do see somebody riding around with Dick's Sporting Goods, what is it? Not Dick's Sporting Goods. Harley Davidson. I always like telling them, like, yo, you know, I own a portion of that company, right? And they'd be like, what? And they'd be like, yeah. Get to the stock market. Technically, you own a portion of that company. And technically, you owe me money now. And they, freaking rednecks hate it when I say that shit. Rednecks hate it when I say that shit. They be like, what? You owe? I'm like, yeah. You need to learn about money.
As they didn't know what was real or what was fake. At the end of 2018, he continued to add salt to the wound after his attempt at releasing the Soulja game, which immediately made headlines for being terrible. The game console was strikingly similar to the
This right here, right over here, I have me like a little mini arcade. Let's be honest, everybody wants to freaking design a little mini arcade. This right here, people, Soulja Boy should have just reached out to the nerd community. I've reached out to the fucking nerd community, and they freaking hit me back, and they've been like, yo, you need to do this, blah, 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 blah. And I was just mind blown. Sorry to say this nerd community and all that kind of shit, but at the end of the day, dude, he should have just did that. Be like, hey, I'll pay X amount of dollars for whoever can design a Soulja Boy console. And really what he could have just did was paid somebody to design the software, like Raspberry Pi based off of that shit, and then just design like a theme, and then the music, and then a splash screen, and then a loading screen, and all that kind of shit, like Soulja Boy based. And then he could have just sold it like that, and then he could have been like, hey, so legally, I can't tell you how to get the games. Like, legally, he could have just been like, rapping and shit like that, and then just had like a little thing that goes underneath the screen and be like, legally, I cannot tell you how to get these games because I do not want Nintendo, Sony, and all of these other companies to be after me. But we did design the front end for this thing, and if you do want to freaking turn it on and listen to my music and all that kind of shit, he could have freaking put coding on there, put all of his music on there, put like a desk community, put all of his freaking like backlogs, even all of like some secret shit. He could have even added like secret files to the point where he was like, yo, if you buy the deluxe version, we'll add the secret files where you could actually get like my background shit. He could have really made it cool. He could have really fucking did it. Like, seriously, Soulja Boy, if you do see this shit and you ain't pissed off by like fucking 30 minutes and 38 minutes, and you like, well, let me reach out to this nigga and see what he's talking about. Reach out to me, and I will freaking hit up a bunch of people, and I'll be like, yo, design this shit. Like, here's the vision, design this shit, and this is under this motherfucker's name. And we do it perfect that way, and be like, this is not the fucking scam. This is the legit shit. Nintendo, this don't got shit. Fuck no. We done bought like 10 or 20 of these games legitly online. Put the ROMs on there. Fuck no, we did it all legal. And that way, and the funny point would be, is if he'd be like, yeah, this game, blah, 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 this game, all this shit, it's gonna be fire. And then cut, freaking, you edit somebody else in there, be like, we legally did this shit. Nintendo, fuck no. We do not want to see a fucking letter come from you guys. Freaking Sony, fuck no. Hell no. All the rest of you guys, we do not want you guys coming after us at all. They could actually do that kind of shit, dude.
The Nintendo Switch and was advertised as capable of playing Pokemon and Mario games, which is in fact against the law if you don't have consent. A couple of weeks later, he would announce more products, such as the Soulja Boy Mini and the Soulja Boy Fuse, and these completely flopped, with each console drawing comparisons to a counterfeit version of the original
He could have
brands,
just programmed
which
the
was
software.
precisely the
That would be
case.
decent.
So yes, this is as bad in most ways that I thought it would be. It is overpriced. It is not a good product, and you need to avoid this at all costs.
Less than a month after release, every product was pulled from being sold online, after Nintendo threatened him with a huge lawsuit. He was also pushing the Soulja watch, the Soulja phone, and even the Soulja headphones at the same time. And
Those
it's
are
safe to
gimmicks.
assume that these products sold little to none. As the world was rapidly turning against Soulja, it was quickly becoming apparent Soulja was only in the game for a quick and easy cash-in, preferring quantity over quality. But the backlash he received did not make him hesitate to lie or start drama to promote his newest business endeavor. That was revealed to be one of the most evilest scams. Before delving into this, it's important to note there is this little thing called SafeMoon, which was a cryptocurrency heavily promoted by prominent social media influencers.
I promote
including Jake
fidelity,
Paul,
not
Lil Yachty,
cryptocurrency.
NBA player Josh Hart, and of course,
If
Soulja
you do
Boy. And they all
if you
posted
do
roughly
use
the same
cryptocurrency,
thing to promote this new
10% of your
With
money.
Soulja Boy
10%,
posting, found an
no
interesting product at Safe Mars. Looks moonworthy. Now, this project actually looked exciting at first, with the audiences of these
10% out of
celebrities
100
investing their hard-earned money into this new
10%.
vision. But incredibly
Even when you
quickly,
gamble,
things would take
10%
a
of your
drastic
money.
turn. Key employees would leave
I
the
gamble a
company,
little bit.
and the
I've lost
price
all
of
my
the
money
coin would
recently
drop
in
over
gambling. It
85%,
was only 10%,
leading two
not that much.
investors to fire class
But I
action
learned lessons,
lawsuits
though.
against SafeMoon and the celebrity promoters. One of these being Soulja Boy. And although he
Not
didn't
even
have to
10%,
directly
not even
pay
10%,
any money
5%,
from this lawsuit,
5%, I'm
he
sorry.
paid with his
Like I said,
reputation.
if
People
you
like
want an
this have no
episode,
soul,
leave a
only
like,
in
leave a
it for
comment, let me
themselves.
know.
Everything
I'll tell
this
you
dude
my
sells
methods
is a
and shit like
scam.
that.
Have people not learned from all of the
Like I
other
said, I'm broke.
times he's done
I'm
shady
broke, man.
stuff? YouTube investigator CoffeeZilla also exposed Soulja and many others who promoted the scam on his channel, with a video that now has over 400,000 views.
Now, of course, who benefited from this? Not the investors, but instead SafeMoon and the influencers who
CoffeeZilla's
promoted
the
it.
shit.
I don't think they knew what they were promoting.
Hold up. So real quick, CoffeeZilla's the shit. Freaking the other dude, he's the shit too. I watch both of these guys. I haven't watched CoffeeZilla in a minute. I'll freaking admit to that. I haven't watched CoffeeZilla in a minute. But his music though, the intro though, listen to that shit, man. That shit is fire. Have a cup of coffee, have some rain and like atmosphere in the background and shit like that, and listen to that shit. Sit back and enjoy your morning. Damn, that is some fire music. Whoever did that music, he needs to come out with more music that's like that. Because I actually listened to the whole freaking album and shit like that. He didn't come out with anything else like that. But man, dude, that shit was fire. I love that laid back, kind of rapping, chill, mellow music. Oh, dude, that shit was dope.
I don't think they cared as long as they were getting paid. Now, the lawsuit anticipates this, saying, quote, they knew or should have known that the liquidity pools were designed in a way that allowed for the possibility of the liquidity pool being drained by defendants.
Soulja Boy's missteps have tarnished his reputation, brand, and identity, revealing a lack of
It has.
honesty. His rush for quick profits turned him
It
from
really
a music
has.
marketing innovator into an imitation of a gangster, despite his wealth and arrests that suggested a hardened image.
Pretty
While
sure
he
he's
did
been
recently
in-
release
in,
hits like Rick and
into
Morty
some
and She
scams
Make
or
Me
some
Clap,
shit like
which
that,
became
too.
popular on TikTok, there were nothing more than short-term, fleeting trends. The simple
even
freestyles that
know
people
about
made
that.
to these tracks garnered even more attention, such as Tory Lanez, leading to his fading relevance once more.
Goddamn motherfucking commercials and shit. You invest into them motherfuckers. shit. That was it. Goddamn. Okay, well, I guess that was it. No outro, no nothing. Just that's it. Damn. That got me. That's kind of fucked up for a reaction video ending. Well, guys, I'm gonna freaking end it on that one. But that was my reaction to Soulja Boy and how he is killing his career. Dude, man, needs to freaking take a step back and just chill out, man. Throw a shit ton of money into assets and like just stuff like that, man. Stop balling, man. I know somebody right now that they spending their money on ball and shit. They trying to ball out and everything like that. And I'm just like, don't stop. Why do you gotta buy diamonds and shit? No, man, no, that is not the smart idea. Diamonds are just like a car. As soon as you buy it and you walk out the store, it loses value. The biggest thing that you could buy is a share in a company. It's the smartest thing to do. The bigger the share, the better you are. So, and then you start having white people look at you like, the fuck is this motherfucker doing here? I'm like, because I own part of this company, dude, because I actually know how money works in America. No, I look like shit. I'm broke. Buy my freaking clothes from Roses. I will do that even when I do have $1 million. Not saying that I do, but it would be cool if we do. Hey, man. I want to thank you guys for chilling with me on this Talk with Mojo. I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I just was getting drunk as fuck, and I saw this thing going up on my freaking feed, and I was like, you know what? Soulja Boy, come on, dog. You could do better than that, man. You were at the top, now you ain't here. But at least you ain't at the point where you probably working in customer service. That is when you truly have fallen off. So I think he's still up there. I think he's still relevant. I think he's still doing his thing. Shit like that. He ain't working at Foot Locker yet. So he ain't working for Amazon yet. So, hey, I want to wish you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that kind of shit. I'm going to catch you guys on the next Token with Mojo.